So, to anyone that's been using the Husky battery stuff, I'm going to talk to you about the combi set. So, this one I've had for about 6 years, I reckon. So, this model, if you can see there, is the 325 ILK. Now, these are absolutely brilliant, especially when paired up with the hedge trimmer attachment. Now, with the battery hedge trimmers, all of the battery ones are fantastic, but the one benefit I will say with the combi set is that the actual power ratio you get is better. The motor is back down in the head. Let me just show you here. So this part has the motor in here, and then it runs up the shaft as it would in a normal petrol combi set, all the way up. That might seem like a small detail, and maybe it is, but what that means when you're cutting is that all of the energy disperses all the way down the shaft, and dissipates before it gets to the motor, which means the motor can continue working harder and faster, and ultimately keep you in the cut for a bit longer. So whereas the other shears would be great with all of the trimming stuff, when you get something a little bit thicker, you might find that they'll stop a little bit more, or they'll get the little red light on that will say, hang on, you're trying to hurt me. With these will just bully their way through like any other normal petrol set. There is no outlay, there is no stop. They'll just keep going. So I've had these for a long time now, and these have actually sadly just died. Not completely, but they're at a stage where the inside part just in here is just a bit worn. So before it wears out all of my attachments, I want to replace it. But there's one very good feature that I put on this. I've been operating with the battery stuff for a long time, and what I found was I found myself a little handle of one of my other old sets. So I stole it and added it to there, because the combi set doesn't actually come with a back handle. The back handle is one of the best things that any of the Husqvarna range do. It's such a small detail, but it's amazing. It helps you get every reach from, all of the hedge cutting you're doing to all the pole sawing you're doing. That back handle is amazing. So I've just upgraded. And I've got this one from Red Band UK. So this is the 525 ILK. So essentially it's the same thing. It's a combi set, but it's a more professional model. All of the 500 series are the professional range. The 300 is like a strong, not domestic, but not full professional power. It's like a very good mid-range. Though to be honest, it's pretty fantastic as it is. I'm not expecting to notice much more power from these than I do from those. I probably won't even notice anything because they were brilliant. But as we say, this, shiny as it is, doesn't have a back handle. We need to put one on. So basically, to do that, all we're going to do, I'll probably show you a different video, but this little part here, this just has these 4 bolts. So what we'll do is we take those off, and this bit just comes off on its own. You haven't got to get into any of the real nitty gritty with it. You just take that section off, and then with this one, I mean, I'm probably just going to straight swap it. So let me just, I think I've zoomed. There we go. So with this one, as you can see, I just took this section off of an old set. I've done 2 holes to bolt it straight through into this existing set. Okay, and then I've just ported out 2 holes, so you can still get to the screws without doing anything else. So this should be a straight swap. Should take a couple of moments. I'll put the side that hasn't got the handguard back on the old set, because like I said, they still work. They will still be used, just not as much. And I'll use the back handle on this one. But honestly, if you've got yourself a spare back handle, or if you want to order one separate, it's so worth doing, because it just means that when you're doing anything, let me just put this out, when you're doing any of your shearing, I've got nothing on the end of this, but obviously, you do all your normal cutting like that, and then when it comes to reaching, it just means that you've got that instead. It's a simple thing, but it's a big deal. It's worth doing.